You're tuned in to the Real Game No Gimmick podcast, hosted by LBC.
We gonna throw down. That's right. We gonna get serious.
Party time.
What is the deal? It is the Real Game No Gimmick podcast. We back at it, man. It's been about a month off, but we back, man. We back at it. I got my crew with me as usual. I got Jazzy B from the Real Game No Gimmick podcast. What it do, Jazzy?
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Been a month. What's been up?
You know, I'm trying to get back in motion slowly.
Well, we gonna get back in it. PG, what's up, my guy?
What's happening, family? What's good?
What's going on, brother?
Man, slow motion, man. Slow motion.
Man, a whole lot that happened in this little month we had off, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know where
Big
the fuck to start at.
Lot to cover, man. Lot to cover,
man.
Lot to cover.
I'm trying to see what's up with my guy HB. I know he here somewhere. I don't want to. I want to start. I'm gonna send him my nigga message real quick, and then we gonna go. Oh shit! I can't just be sitting here doing this though. Hey man, how y'all doing? I be forgetting, man. I can't just be sitting here being quiet.
Robin PG, where you go?
Did I not add my guy? Did I?
Boom, there we go.
There. I'm about to say he wasn't there.
I think when we was looking for HB, it minimized me.
Okay, my bad.
What's that, PG? How you doing?
Chilling, man. I'm chilling. You know, family. I'm.
There go my guy.
It's all good, man.
What's the deal, brother?
What up, though? What up, though?
What's happening?
Oh.
All right, man. So the whole damn crew here, you know, minus Jay. You know, Jay
already. He's still working that crazy shift, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes we got Jay, sometimes we don't.
It's all good.
Hey, before we even start, not to put you on the spot or nothing, PG, but we talking shit this week or what?
Yeah. Tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Just making sure. Jay
I only took the Father's Day off. That's it. I took the little Father's Day thing off, and that's it, so everybody could do their thing.
Facts. Hell yeah.
Back.
I just was asking because you know Jay's best days is Sunday. He'd probably be here for that shit though. He probably, you know what I'm saying? We like having Jay stir the pot.
Right, already.
Jay stir
we got some good ones for Jay too tomorrow.
We do. Okay, so we're gonna start this show. Damn. Yeah, okay, we're gonna start this show off with talking about. I want to talk about fathers.
Yes, sir.
Wait, is that how I should frame it? Is we talking about father? We talking about home. We talking about, is there a difference in the home when there is a father in the home and when there isn't a father in the home? Does it make a difference with the kids? That's what we're talking about. And I'm assuming, and just for this topic, this conversation, I guess we focusing on the impact of fathers on boys.
Okay.
And then we can branch it off. We got Jazzy B here, so Jazzy B can, you know.
Yeah, because they definitely have an impact on all children.
Fact. Shit, I can even argue that it's even more with girls, but we ain't gonna get there yet.
I feel you. I feel you. Yes.
What we gonna do is the conversation came from Bag Fuel. I don't know if y'all watch Bag Fuel. If y'all don't watch Bag, well, you know what? Never mind. Because this ain't. I ain't here to promote other podcasts.
I watch it though.
But I fuck with Bag Fuel. If y'all don't know, those that aren't aware of Bag Fuel is hosted by Esso and Heineken. They came from My Expert Opinion. Matter of fact, we showed a couple of My Expert Opinion topics before. PG, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Couple of them,
That
plenty
time
of
when
them.
Angela Yee, matter of fact, the nigga Matt Harper, who the guy they split up with, had popped up on them one time. We discussed that at
Yep.
one time, I believe so.
Did y'all? I
Mm-hmm.
gotta see that. I mean, I gotta see y'all discussion because that was wild. I saw that
Oh,
interview.
you saw that?
The Matt
Yeah.
Hopper one.
Well, it
Yeah.
was Angela Yee
It was
and
Yee's show, and she
and
kind of like, go ahead.
my bad. It was her birthday, and she was interviewing Heineken. Them and Math came in there. They didn't know he was coming
Pop in
though.
on
They
it.
hadn't talked since the split. Type.
Facts.
Yeah.
That was real. That was some shady shit, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But
but you know, I heard they do that. Just
content, man,
yeah, I
content, the
heard they do that a
motherfucker
lot of
now.
times. Yeah.
But you see how Math Hopper's show is now? I mean, he don't even have a show no more.
Facts. He don't even
He done
got
went.
one. That's what happened when you do motherfuckers dirty, man.
He done went. Yeah. He trying to
I
cut
don't
all
know.
clips up.
I don't know if you have watched the whole shit, but I watched that show from the beginning. I saw him keep changing people. So I kind of knew someone right about bro when you got to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
changing people.
yeah. I'm into that battle league, so I was following it when it first
Facts.
started up. But I just think
Okay.
he blew up. He found another lane. It wasn't rap battling, and he was making more money than rap battling when he was coming in. I don't know. I just know it's different sides, a different story. But
I'm
from
like,
the
you,
from the outside, like he was being stingy. It wasn't right.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit
Him and
somebody.
them fell apart.
I understand that me growing up with my father, I think way differently than niggas. Niggas that grew up with their mother, they different things. I talked to my man Ron Stew, and he was upset about Kamala losing. Upset,
I'm a, you,
distraught, devastated.
And you attribute that to him not having a father?
Yes, because my mentality,
Right.
see, you didn't have it there. My mentality is totally different. I had my mom and my pops in the house. I saw the dynamic. The dynamic is not what everybody makes it out to be. Everybody is imagining what they want their dynamic to be, and they're trying to create it. I lived it. It's totally different. And when I'm around niggas, I say, did you have your father in the house? No.
Let me ask you a
Did you
question.
have your father in the house? No.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Your dynamic that you saw, you think that's every two-parent household in
No,
America?
it's not. But it's
So stop. I'm not done. So that's your dynamic, and that's what you would.
it's ain't dynamic. You didn't have one.
No.
You didn't have one.
I know.
Zero.
I know.
So you can't gauge.
And neither can you off of your fucking household.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Red,
Because he
sound
was
crazy.
prevalent.
Yo,
He was there. You can't compare a nigga who didn't have a father in their life to one that did. It's opposite. It's
Let me ask you this. Hold on.
No.
You sitting there calling women black bitches. That's what your father made you do. Nigga, that's what you talking about. You sitting there
sound like a nigga that was raised by his mama.
You sound crazy.
You sound like an emotional nigga raised by his mama.
Emotional. You screaming, calling women bitches.
They are bitches. They are.
Saying they don't bend.
They are bitches.
Yo, man, let me tell you something. The people that saw, look, two-parent households, every two-parent household is different. He's speaking on his one experience. Nigga, it's some two-parent households where the women wear the fucking pants. Now you say what to that?
All right, I'm going to tell you.
You say what? Answer
All
it.
right.
Don't scream.
Who's yelling? You're the one screaming.
Answer it.
You're the one screaming.
Answer
Okay,
it.
tell me.
Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath.
Listen, you're the one that's big on case studies, right? You're the one that's big on case studies. Kids that grow up with their father go further than kids that just grow up with their mother. The father presence in the house is a bigger deal. That's the issue. Wait, hold on.
I'm asking a question. I don't understand.
Hold on.
I want you to clarify.
I let you talk. Maybe you get clarity if you don't cut me off. Maybe
I hated that analogy.
Could that be possible?
I'm asking a question.
Both genders, nigga.
That's what you mean.
When girls that grow up with their father
Only.
Okay. Are more successful than girls that grow up with their mother only, and the same way with the son. The father is the one that's taking out the house. If you even pay attention to the science, right? Let's bust it down. Welfare. You can't get the welfare if the man's in the house.
Why would you have to?
Yo, time out.
That's the point.
You're missing the point, nigga. You can't get welfare. He's missing it. That's what I'm saying. It goes, even a highly intelligent nigga like this, they will go over their head. You can't get welfare. It's holding separation thing. You know why? Because that man in there creates a big difference in standard and backbone and thought process. He can look at it. Listen, you know why he can't gauge it? He didn't have it. That's why he can't gauge it. I got twin sisters.
insane.
I got twin sisters that grew up in my house without their father. My father was their father. I saw the dynamic. I saw the pain. I saw the difference. My sister is 60 years old. My man be around my sister. She's different. It doesn't matter if the father missing from their life is a big fucking deal. And niggas is down think that their mother right here can do the father's job right here.
I don't think none of that.
Mistaken.
He's speaking for me. Time out.
And he totally thinks he totally thinks differently from me because of that.
Yo,
Point blank.
One, father is paramount in the success of a child. That's one. We're not gonna argue that.
All right.
Especially in a black household. We're not gonna argue that. Number two, he's speaking from his experience. You know how many fathers in a household that fuck the kids up more than if they wasn't there? Fuck is you talking about, my nigga?
There you go.
I ain't cut
I'm
you
glad
off.
he brought that up.
No, I didn't. I cut you off for clarification. I didn't know if you meant just a single father and a single mother versus a mother and a father when you said father being in the household in the statistics that you gave. Yo, you going by your family household. I've been to your family. I met your mother. I met your father before. Nigga, it's mad households where the fathers ain't shit. Well, not ain't shit. I don't even want to diminish the role of a man in the household. There are households where the mother is the alpha. A bunch of them where the mother is the alpha. That's not uncommon, my nigga. So, and you're assuming
with the father in the house?
Yes. You fucking ain't right.
I don't know those.
You fucking ain't right.
How would you know you don't know? I don't know those.
The same way you just told me.
My whole family's married. I got aunts and uncles. My whole family's married.
That's your fucking family, nigga.
I'm telling you, I don't know those.
Okay, cool.
When the mother's the king, nigga.
All right, that's you.
Where the fuck is the mom of the
That's
king?
you. That's you.
Only niggas that don't got a daddy say they mom of the king.
That's not true.
It's not possible,
You're
nigga.
wrong. You're wrong.
got a small percentage. Mamas ain't the king, nigga.
Yo, again,
when the dad's in the house.
Back to my point.
Y'all bucking.
But back to my point. You know your family. Let me say that. You know your family. I've seen a ton of households, my nigga, where the mother wears the pants in the household. Even from when I was a young little nigga, and you go to your man's house, and he be like, yo, my father, let me go ask my mother. And the mother's opinion was super. That's you. That's you. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. You taking a small size and using, huh? Yo, so you taking a small.
One nigga said that. I'm taking a small.
I'm not even talking about that.
I'm taking a small percentage. It's mad niggas in here. And one nigga said that.
Hold on, let him bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, no.
That's my point. You're making my point, my nigga. We got a bunch of niggas who never grew up with a fucking father. That's my fucking point.
You got a bunch of niggas.
That's my point.
You got a bunch of niggas that never grew up in the father. And you just sat here 10 minutes ago and said, yo, if I call you a fucking bitch, then either
what does that mean?
Dog, let me talk. Yeah. Either you gonna accept it or not.
What does that mean? Because I call a bitch a bitch.
If you grew up in a household with a mother and a father and it was a union that was honorable, then a man and a woman both have a fucking opinion that is to be honored and cherished. So me calling you a bitch and you just gotta deal with it is an archaic Neanderthal way of life.
Yo. That's the thoughts. Wait, come out. That's
of a human being.
Come out. No, that's the thoughts in your life. In my household, there was a leader, and my father was him.
Yeah. If your father was the leader, that means he can say
he was him. He had the rifle. He was him. You're talking about something that you wish that you want to design, that you never saw, that you want to create. Yo, we should be. Yo, you should have the right. You should have this.
You're right.
Yo, shorty, I'm the leader.
Animated.
I'm the nigga putting the food on the table. I'm the nigga that got this nigga back. You chill. You didn't have that. I understand that. I had that. I have that now at 82 years old. I see it with my father takes care of my mother, and he's a general.
Okay.
And if he wasn't a general, she would be dead, nigga.
So attribute that to your household. That's not every man, woman demographic in America.
Hold on, let's close
I'm not letting you finish.
I'm just talking.
Nigga. Bro, that's not an attribute of every two-parent household in America.
How would you know? You grew up in a one-parent household.
I've been around a million of them. The same way you got aunts and uncles, nigga, I got aunts and uncles.
You grew up in one.
What are you talking about?
So why is mine not as valid as yours then?
I didn't say it wasn't. I said that's your household. You can speak for your household. You can't speak for every 2-family household in America. That's what the fuck I said.
What are you
talking about? You know what your experience.
I'm gonna end this right here. My point is that I lived it, right? So? Other niggas didn't.
True.
Experience means something.
True.
I lived it.
You lived
Everybody
your
else,
experience.
listen.
All right.
Hilarious.
I'm gonna start with you, PG. PG.
No.
It got heated, baby. It was emotional in there.
That shit's funny, man. I'm just gonna say, man, look. Hey, man. It's funny to me. I think I'm glad that what's his name Ish. I'm glad he touched on the fact that it don't matter whether you had a single parent household or 2 parents in the household, you would still be fucked up. Yeah, just because your daddy was in the household don't mean you had the best daddy in the world. Like, don't mean that you ain't got no motherfucking issue. Right. He could have been in there, like it's just said, you out here calling black women, calling women black bitches. And you think that's cool? Like that? That's what you think is cool?
Yeah,
yeah, like, is that what you learned? Like, basically, that's what you picked up. Like, so I mean, I get it. It's funny, but they both got points. But it's funny when 2 niggas is so emotional about and passionate about their point that they can't see past that to understand that the other man is saying the exact same thing, but just in a different way.
Pretty much. New York niggas, man. Them 2 New York niggas, man. You know what it is.
Don't do New York. Keep New York.
I was just about to say, no disrespect, Jazz.
It took too long, god damn it.
Oh shit.
My mouth was open.
No. No, but that's how I feel about it. Like, I just, even from personal experience, man, like I was telling you earlier, like we was just chopping it up. Like, I feel just because my dad wasn't there all the time, you know what I'm saying, don't mean that I don't feel like my childhood was complete. Like, I don't have every lesson. Like, I don't have lessons that he taught me. Like, I don't have talks that we had and things that he showed me and just, different just times with them. Like, I got times with him like I got times with my mom. So it's not, it don't always mean, like, everything ain't set in stone. Like I be saying all the time, like, these studies and these statistics and stuff, they cool, but they don't always mean that that's what you can base everything off of. Because it was one thing that he said in there that I really didn't agree with, is that he said children that have their mother and their father go farther in life. And that's not always true.
He said, I apologize. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said he was reading stats. I don't know if that was his real opinion or whatever. I don't know.
He was
stats. I don't know.
I think he was too trying to read. I think he was trying to read some. I think he was recalling stats, but I don't. Even if the stats are, even if the stat is there, the thing about it is I don't feel that one could gauge that, because people do good in all walks of life, whether they have a mother or father or not. And everybody that has a mother or that's in a single parent household don't mean that person got up and walked out. Sometimes the people may have passed on, and it's forced to be a mother and father household, but they've had that structure and they've had those things. So what does that say? What does that say to things or households or instances where there was once 2 parents, but now there's only one? Where it used to be it didn't start off a single parent household, but things changed. Like, where's the statistic for that? Where's the statistic for all the successful people that only have 1 parent households? You know what I'm saying? It's you can't base everything off of things what people have noted or what statistics want to tell you.
Now, before I go to you, HB, I just want to stay real quick. I just want to touch on what PG just said. Yeah, man. Sometimes the lack of a parent in the house give a person that I'm gonna take care of my mama. You feel me? So yeah, it works both ways. Sometimes the lack of a parent, the lack of a father, make the kid go harder. It gotta be me. Feel me? HB, what you thought about what you heard, yeah, what you thought about what you heard. Now you already came on here before and said like you didn't really grow with your father in the house, so I really want to know how you feel about what you heard and just your take on it. Period. Like what you feel.
I feel like both of them was right. They like everything that both of them was saying was true. They couldn't
Facts.
just find no connection. Um, but I feel like he was wrong when he was saying you don't know. You didn't grow up. You don't
That
know.
was very.
Yeah, because nigga, you don't know either. You didn't grow up with just a mother and she was so strong that she took on that man role and raised the man. You feel me? Now
Thank you.
maybe not 100%, but shit, 90%, 85%, a woman had to step up and do a man's job. So that was bullshit what he was saying. He was blind to the fact. But I also feel like if a child grow up in a two-parent home, both of the parents is straight, then I mean, because you got to think, you getting game, you getting taught from your dad, and the same thing for your mom. So you got all this coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Other than just a father or just a mother teaching you and giving you game, you got to come in, you soaking up more from both sides. So I can kind of understand where he was coming from. But yeah, yeah, that's how I feel, basically. You know, he don't know how a mother could do a man's job, so those
Right.
statistics is off.
Now,
Eh,
I'm gonna say something real quick, and then I'm gonna go to Jazz. Jazz, I'm gonna give you a different question. That's why I'm not going straight to you. I got a different question for you, but I'm just gonna say real quick. All right, I had my dad in my life. You feel me? My dad was in my life. I always knew who my dad was. My dad wasn't in my house, you know what I'm saying? But I always knew who my dad was. My dad was always around. I could call him if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I visited him, all that. But then my brother's dad was in my life. You feel me? My brother's dad was my dad also. You know what I'm saying? So I had that. I also had a strong mom. And as y'all was talking, I feel bad. As y'all was talking, I was sitting there trying to think of like I remember all the stuff that I learned from my father. I can name you all kind of stuff that I learned from my father. Stuff I learned from my mom too.
Right.
Stuff I learned from my mom though, when I really sit back and think about it, my mom really taught me the stuff that I remember from my mom the most is stuff like how to treat a woman. That's what really sticks out. I mean, she taught me how to cook and certain stuff like that, but really the stuff that really stuck out that I learned from my mom was like how a man supposed to treat women, how you supposed to walk on the outside of the street, on the outside of like that's the stuff that I really remember. Like mostly everything I remember, like life lessons, I remember learning it from a male. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my mom was very instrumental in my life and was there for me every single day.
Right.
But sitting back here, right here today, as y'all was talking, I was sitting here trying to think. Most of my stuff I learned from my father. Like, and the stuff that I learned from my mom was how to be a good man.
Right.
But,
so
now,
I know you finna go to Jazz. My bad, Jazz. Let me before you go too far, I want to touch on something because I wrote it down. And I want to bring up a point both to what you and what HB and what LBC said, and I want to bring it up because I want to get Jazzy's opinion on it also. So what I gather and what I always attribute, and I wrote this shit down so I wouldn't fuck it up too. So what I always attribute to what a mother and I'm not saying that you can't be taught both of these by both parents, you know what I'm saying? But normally the thing that you learn from a mother mainly is empathy, compassion, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? On a main level. And I feel that the main things you learn from a father would be discipline, order, and consequence. Now, I feel that it's like that because I also feel and I understand that a mother can teach you discipline. You know what I'm saying? A mother can teach you consequence, and a mother can teach you, you know what I'm saying, order also. If you, because we all know black women strong. It don't matter, like, you know what I'm saying. It's just something in us, period, as black people. And I'm not saying that other women or other. I'm not saying that other nationalities aren't. I'm just saying it's something in a black woman because of the things that we have dealt with and been through historically. You know what I'm saying? Where I believe that they are able to translate the order, the discipline, and some of the fatherly things, you know, systematically because they've had to. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody who's raised by a single mother is not just like he tried to explain it. Some nigga that don't understand what a father is or what these fatherly issues or what being a man is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that I believe that having both teaches you everything together because you get it genuinely. You know what I'm saying? You can get order and discipline from a woman, but it's not going to be genuinely from a man because a man has experienced other things that a woman has not. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a black man in America and a black father. There are things that we teach our sons that we have to teach them. You know what I'm saying? That the other sides don't even have to touch on. You know what I'm saying? It's a greater responsibility. So, but I just wanted to know if I was kind of on with that as far as those different qualities from mother and father.
Go ahead, HB.
Yeah. I had forgot to say, my bad, Jazzy. Come to you real quick. But so when it break off to the branch of you not growing up with a father, but then you have kids. So now you didn't have a father in your life to even show you how to be a father to your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't say my mom raised strong mouth with that. It like like you were saying, no matter what household you was raised in, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you blessed
Right.
enough to have it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can have it. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's what I want to see, the statistics of the kids that was brought up by a parent that didn't have a parent in their household. Because like everything I had to, it was just
That's
experience.
it. Good
I didn't
point.
see that shit off top to already know what was going on. I had to go through it as far as like with my boy. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through it and then just learn from experience and learn quick and go. But I never foreseen it because, you know, so I like to see that statistics. That's a real statistics. Then you can base it off of what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
Raising in a household. How is the kids? How are you raising your kids? Because then that means that was a successful mother, you know what I'm saying, that raised you right, and you feel me?
Great point.
That's right.
Great
That's
woman.
right.
Fathers too. Fathers too.
Facts. So, Jazz, I'm coming at you with it from a different angle. Since you the female here, the woman here, um, have you first have you dated guys that were like uh fatherless guys? And have you ever date? You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? That you dated both, and have you seen a difference in the guys?
I ain't even gonna lie, like, I ain't date till I moved to Ohio, and when I moved to Ohio, all the niggas, they all live with their mama. They ain't got no daddy for real, for real. So, like,
That is so
That's
I
cold
ain't even
work.
gonna lie, and I came to Youngstown. So, like, for me, like, I grew up, I had both of my parents until I was like 15. But my parents separated, you know what I'm saying? But my dad never left my life. He was always there, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But at the same time, my kids didn't have a dad in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like it took another man to come step up. And like even with my son, like yeah, I could teach him a lot of stuff. I can't teach that nigga how to aim in the toilet. I'm supposed to teach him how to pee. He gonna be sitting down for the rest of his life. He need a man for that. Do you understand? Like it's the simple things for real too. But at the same time, my kids would say I'm mean. So I was the one who did the yelling and the punishments and the whoopings and the, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like it really just depends. Like
The discipline
it
in that
depends.
order.
Every household different.
Every
Mm-hmm.
household is different, and at the same time, too, it depends on the kid and how their life is. You know what I'm saying? You got fucked up parents, you gonna be fucked up unless you find something that's positive outside your home.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But at the same time, I could think I'm raising my kids great, and these motherfuckers out here committing murders. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
can turn. Yeah. Yeah.
so it like to me, it like I don't think it really matters about the two parent household. Like I feel it, but I don't because, like I said, a man can't teach a girl to be a girl, and a woman can't teach a boy to be a man. You
Mm-hmm.
can't. There's no
Well,
way. Like you can't.
That's
but
true.
we have always heard, and I guess I could be professional and look up the statistics. I got the phone in my hand, but we've all always heard, at least our age group did. We always heard that the girl with no father, was, you know, the ones with no father, you can get them a little easier. You feel me? Ain't that what? Or no? I'm the only one that heard that.
Nah,
I
yeah,
No,
don't
that's
no,
know.
no.
facts, facts.
We gonna keep it on it. We gonna keep it
Cause
on
they
it.
say,
I don't heard
cause
that
they say,
before.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
But at
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
time, though, it's like literally, and no lie. By the time I was like even thinking about sex or whatever, I was just living with my mom. You know what I'm saying? But I did have both of my parents. Like you are somebody, like you know what I'm saying. Like you don't just give yourself to anybody. Like they both was in my ear with that. But my mom was more of the person like you are gold. Don't
Mm-hmm.
just you know what I'm saying. But if your mama a hoe, you gonna be a hoe. You can't. If my mama hoe, she can't teach me not to be a hoe. Right?
I
Right.
know a couple of them,
Right.
mother and
If
I'm
that
daughter.
makes sense.
weak. I'm
You know what I'm
weak.
saying?
So
Like make
just
that make
tag
sense. You
team back
can't.
again.
Even though you know the saying is you always want your kids to do better than me. Don't do what I do.
That's
Do
right.
do better.
Do
You know
what I
what I'm
say.
saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, your kids is still taking stuff from you. So
And
if you a hoe, they gonna be a hoe. If you stupid and you ain't never go to school, how you gonna tell them to go to school if you ain't got no diploma? Like,
that's true.
No,
So
no.
always had a theory about that too, man. And I really believe that I think that statement that you just said, LBC, about with the the fatherless girls or whatever like that.
Okay.
I believe that statement is only so I let's start off here. Anybody, I don't give a damn if you got three parents in the house. If you're a freak, you're a freak. If you like getting buzzed down, you like getting buzzed down. That's just it is what it is. But I believe the stigma came from there's no fear in the home with a female when they go out or they go experiment with boys or be with boys and stuff like that. There's no dad to come home to check the whole situation. Where you been? What you been doing? Who is that? Who is that with? Because us as fathers, with the dynamic between a daughter and a father is like none other, like a mother and a son. It's just a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It's more of when you got a daughter, and I know y'all got daughters, y'all can attest, with daughters y'all can attest to this, that baby girl will love you to death. That's like unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? As a daddy's girl, like that daddy's girl dynamic, when y'all have that, every daughter or daddy don't have it, but those that do have it, I believe that's where the stigma come from, because they not gonna let they're not gonna disappoint their father. They're not gonna walk in their house, you know what I'm saying, knowing they got to look at their father and knowing they just did some shit he done drilled in them time after time after time. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it. We done talked about this. That ain't who you need to be with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't time
I
for
ain't
that right
gonna
now.
lie. I feel what you're saying, PG. But like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I had my mom and my dad at first. But when I really started dating, it was just my mom, and
Mm-hmm.
my mom was that person. My mom was
Right.
all in my business, like who you
Right.
with, where you going, what time you coming back, that. Like literally. So
Right. Now see,
Like
but see that also goes back to what I was saying earlier too. That the mother can do both. The mother can
yeah, that's what I'm
set
saying.
that
It
standard.
really
Yeah.
all depends because, like I
Hmm.
said, my dad could do it, but my dad lived in New York at the time. I'm in Youngstown,
Right.
so like you talking
So
to me over the phone and go, okay, whatever. You know
she
what I'm
was face
saying?
up with you.
Yeah, but my mom in my face, like, bitch, like, don't you
Right.
know better? Da, 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 da. I ain't raised you like that. Yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
my
she
mom
held
was
it
in my face.
down. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Now
think, I think,
did you have friends that you grew up with who mom wasn't like that?
Yeah, them bitches ran the street and like they did whatever they want or whatever, whatever. But I
Mhm.
wasn't that like I couldn't like I hung with them. But when my
Right.
mom said it was time to come home, it was time to come home. I ain't playing with that lady.
Right. Yeah. See, and that's
Like
what's
my
up.
dad, I'm scared of my dad, but I'm not scared of my dad because my dad has never hit me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I
Right.
still fear my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that.
Right.
Like even to this day,
Right. When that
I'm
tone
grown
in his
as
voice changed,
hell,
you
man.
feel a little different,
I'm
huh?
like, I'm daddy's little girl all over again, like literally.
Right.
But I got that relationship with both my parents for real, for real. Like my mom, me
That's
and my
good.
mom got closer when my dad left. But
Right.
it was the closeness that like I could talk to her about anything. She gonna be honest with me. You know what I'm saying? She gonna tell me the real.
Right. And that and
Daddy, he might sugarcoat it a little bit just because I'm baby girl. You know what I mean? And I'm the
right.
only girl, so
Oh
that's
yeah.
even worse.
Oh
It's
yeah. That's
even worse.
worse.
I
That's
think,
worse.
I think, like for the girls who didn't grow up with a dad, might feel like they loose because they looking for that father figure in every man
Yeah.
that they meet. You know what I'm saying? They didn't grow up with a dad, so they don't know what it's like to have a dad. So when they meet
That's true.
this nigga, and he pretend he doing this, he doing shit that she feel like, damn, this what a daddy do. You know what I'm saying? And it don't
Right.
be like that, and then it break off to
Then
the
they get
next one.
misled. Yeah.
Like, yeah, they
It's like a
just
spiral.
well, I guess that's it. They look for a father figure in the man because they never had a father. I guess
Right.
that would be the point to why they say women who
But
didn't
at
grow
the
up with
same
fathers.
time, nowadays you gotta know when you see them red flags though.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think a man's supposed to be. It's red flags. Like
Mhm.
just because you don't have your dad there, don't mean like you should let a nigga walk all over you, or you let a bitch walk all over you just because you ain't have your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like you,
No,
that don't mean
I ain't saying like nobody walking over nobody. I'm just saying like they looking for a father figure in the man that they meet because they didn't grow up with. You know what I'm saying? The father. They don't know what
Mhm.
it is to have a father. Just like a man, you know what I'm saying? How they was arguing about debating on the show about the what about a female who didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying, with a father. Is it different for a female who didn't grow up with a father than it is with a man? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like we just discussed, man. You can say that, but every household ain't the same. Every what's up, yo?
Yeah, yeah.
Every household ain't the same, and every like bottom line, the thing that would debunk that whole conversation, honestly, is that the bottom line, man, is that a good parent is a good parent, no matter what. Like no matter
say
if
that
it's one or never, no
say it
matter if
again.
it's two. You know what I'm saying? A good parent is a good parent, no matter if it's one or two. Like it's just what it is, what it is. You know what I mean? Like so we could like they could sit there and debate who has this and who got more. But when the child gets of age and he wants to figure out or she wants to figure out some stuff or go see some stuff, they're gonna do it. If they want to do what they want to do when they get that age and make the decisions that go against what they parents have told them, they're
They
gonna
are
do it.
going to do it.
Just all the
And that's
statistics in the world ain't gonna make that.
that's how I was feeling when Jay had said that shit that one day, as far as how you teach your kids when they're in the household.
Oh
And
yeah,
y'all remember that shit. I had
yeah.
wanted to debate and go with that shit because nah, it don't be like
Yeah,
that all the time. Homie,
right.
you
It's
can
not
teach
like
your
that.
kids when they get up, when they thinking on their own and they gonna do what they want to do, just like we
Yeah.
did.
Prime example. Look at the, and I know it's cliche, but look at them stupid ass niggas, the Menendez brothers. They daddy was rich as hell. They had everything they wanted, but they killed their fucking parents because they wanted to do what they wanted to do with the money. And they daddy had cut them off because they just kept fucking up and doing stupid shit. Like it don't matter. You could be growing up with everything. You know what I mean? You can grow up with nothing. Your parent can have nothing. Your parent can be rich. If they good, they good. They bad, they bad. You know what I'm saying? It is no classism in good parenting. You know what I mean? It's all like, you know, what you teaching these kids, man. What they see in you do.
I agree.
Me too. Bet. All right, so R. Kelly.
Who did you say, Kell?
Piper.
Was he really out, or was it?
Piper, man. Piper said he's been overdosed. He hospitalized. They say he been taken to the hospital. He was hospitalized because of an overdose.
Hey, man.
Now, from what I know, you can't overdose in jail unless the people give you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't controlling your own medicine, so that do sound crazy. He said they trying to kill him.
He said they tried to kill him.
I mean,
I say he got some good lawyers, man. They is trying.
hey, man, I might be on the other side of the fence with this one, man. But sometimes you gotta believe these niggas, man, when they telling you shit. Mike tried to tell us too. Mike tried to tell us for a long time. If you go look at a lot of stuff, Mike used to tell a lot of people. Mike was telling people all the time, they trying to kill me. They trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, hey, I don't know. I always thought that Kell's got he lit his situation, like lit the fuse of the firecracker that we seeing now about all of this shit. And I believe that he was used as a scapegoat for it also. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just standing by nothing that was alleged or none of that shit. I'm saying in that situation and what was going on and how that got brought to the forefront and everything, and how the whole thing wasn't examined as far as why these parents was just letting these children go here and do this, and was it even really like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who fucking knows? Like, but the thing is, like, it wasn't handled the right way, and I believe he was like crazily like railroaded through this shit. No matter if his shit was wrong too, like, and like I said, it lit the fuse of this firecracker, but it's kind of fizzling out to this dud because we seeing like shit going on with your boy. You know what I'm saying? With the baby oil bandit. You seeing his shit go down, and what we seeing bring on. I know we ain't watching a lot of shit that's coming to the shit, like, because they're not letting the courts in there. But
right,
like, it's looking crazy. Like, a lot of these people, like, a lot of this shit was like just niggas trying to turn around and say, "Hey, I was being forced now." And everything, all the documentation is like, nah, nigga, you was with it. Like, you was calling this man to set the shit up. Like, you was calling this nigga, like, is we going tonight, nigga? But you was forced, nigga. Okay, like, all right.
Hey, but I was wondering, like, why
that's a better conversation. But forget the R. Kelly.
No, I just think it all ties in together, though.
But no, I feel what PG said because it ties in together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on now.
Okay, but hold on, because I feel some kind of way just about what
I'm sorry. But I was going to say, why didn't they get R. Kelly the first time? I was old. I remember that. That shit was him. And he did that to that little girl. He was fucking the shit out of that little girl on camera. He pissed on her. He did all that shit. And he did shit. And then they felt like they gave him rope to hang himself, or like what was
it's
going
a
on?
Boondocks episode about that. Go watch the Boondocks. You'll figure it out. Go watch the Boondocks. They tell you why he got away with it.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Watch the Boondocks. They'll tell you.
Boondocks tell you exactly why he got away with
Boondocks tell you exactly how he got away with it. Don't play.
it.
I gotta check it
At the
out.
same
You ever
time,
seen
back
that
to
on HBO?
PG. Hold on. Back to
Yeah,
PG.
yeah. That's my episode too.
Go ahead, Jazz.
That's one of my favorite ones too, though.
I see fish coming. I move. She see fish coming. She stay.
I gotta miss R. Kelly. I gotta miss the whole R. Kelly album because of this.
Because of this.
And if I don't get an R. Kelly album, I'm gonna piss on your cat. What? Nigga, no. What? Please don't play.
Hey, somebody,
Go ahead, Jazz.
me the episode.
I will. I got you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now you made me forget. Talk about the goddamn. Okay,
About the R.
okay,
Kelly. Yeah.
yeah. Then okay, now I know where I'm at. All right, so now even though I understand that she was making a phone calls and whatever, but like let's keep it 100. It's bitches that's in these situations where your man is controlling. He tell you what to do, what to say, how to pee, when to eat, all that. You know what I'm saying? And then we talking about Diddy here. Motherfucker got money. You could do anything. Like, nigga, you tell me to jump, I'm gonna say how high. Nigga had to show he was making niggas walk across the world to get donuts and shit. Okay? Just to be part of his label. So
Duly
what does
noted.
that mean as your bitch? Nigga, I'm doing whatever you say, nigga. What? So yeah, that don't mean just because I'm the one that did it. Duh, I gotta be the one that did it because if it come back on him, we both going down. And then I'm losing my bread. I'm losing my connection. I'm losing all that. Like, make that make sense.
I definitely get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying, Jasmine. But at a certain point, like, and I know you're gonna bring this up too, because everybody gonna bring, because it's on everybody's mind, the video, the hotel video of the abuse. Like, I get it, but at some point in time, you as a grown person have the right to say, I don't want to be involved with this, even if it's selling my soul for some money. Like, but at what point do we compromise common sense thinking for the dollar? You know what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying, but just because so my question is, would she would have set up freak offs for the nigga that work at the sanitation company?
Hell no,
Okay, so what makes it different? Where does it become a crime?
Money. You don't have Diddy collections. You're not
because Diddy got money, that makes it not a crime up until it's time to say it's a crime.
I'm not the one who said it was a crime. Like, we was doing what we was doing. Y'all investigating, so now I gotta tell.
I mean, yeah, but they trying to bring a RICO. That's a whole different that. What they're trying to do is say that he set up and called and paid for people to like sex traffic people, and that's clearly not what's been going on in this case. Like they just shot for the moon, trying to hit the stars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but just because he didn't set it up or make the call does not mean he wasn't the mastermind behind it. I could sit there all day and be like, babe, do this, do that. And then when the cops come, they looking at his phone because he the one that made all the calls. I'm sitting here with the kids. Like,
I definitely get it, but the basis of a RICO is racketeering involvement in criminal organizations.